That was absolutely crazy.
I have a headache.
I'm overwhelmed. It's too much.
Sorry.
Yes.
We are sorry
Very sorry.
for making you wait for us to watch that.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe. And finally, welcome back to another Bear reaction. Y'all, we are so sorry for the delay. Truly, we are so sorry. And I know the anxiety, the anticipation for episode 7, because we know that this is a lot of people's favorite episode of this season.
I don't know nothing about
We
it.
know nothing. I know nothing. Literally nothing.
Crazy how we've avoided spoilers for this song because, like, the bear is everywhere right now.
Yeah.
It's literally everywhere. All the award shows, they're winning, like, everything at the Emmys, the Critics' Choice Awards, like Golden Globes.
Everything.
Yeah, so very topical, and I'm glad that we're back to watch it because we need to catch up and get to season 2.
Yes, we need to. Yeah, we're trying to finish this ASAP because I know season 3 is going into production ASAP as well.
Yep.
So, and also shout out Ayo Dabari, Boston native. Cheese.
Facts. Shout out Io. You're the pride of Boston now.
Yep.
You're one of us.
But yeah, hey, before we get into this episode, can you read some comments from our previous episode, which was about a month ago?
Yes. Just for people who don't know.
Oh shoot!
What?
Yes, I forgot to do. Sorry. Just a quick heads up.
Oh.
This episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show. And if you're looking for an uncut reaction, you'll find a link in the description for our Patreon. We want to thank all of our patrons here and our subscribers here on YouTube. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking this video.
Yes.
Now, Abe, can you read the comments?
Yes. I just want people to
from
say
our
hi to
previous
Ruby.
episode?
Ruby, say hi.
Say hi, Ruby.
She looks crazy. She's watching with us. I'll read these month-old comments. The first one comes from Nicole, and it says, "Oh man, episode 7 is next. The suspense is killing me. We know." I'm so sorry. And funny thing is, Charlie, who's our producer, editor, he's been watching The Bear in the background, just because he has less time to like actually sit with us and schedule and everything. And he's like, "Yo, y'all need to get on it because episode 7's crazy." So we are fully aware. This next one came from Lady Scraper. "Some restaurants will give out food they are experimenting with just to avoid food waste, but not all. I was part of a club that would regularly meet at one restaurant, so they would give us stuff to try out. So I think it depends." Oh, okay. That's cool. I like how restaurants do that because, you know, I think in the food service industry, I think that's one of the biggest things is food that just like goes to waste all the time. So it's cool when restaurants are able to do that with food they're experimenting with or leftovers or whatever. And this last one comes from a new viewer. It's Natty J. "Just started binging your reactions and checking out your other content today. Where's the rest of the bear reactions?"
Here it is.
Sorry, Natty, for the wait. I mean, actually, Natty, you're lucky because you only had to wait like maybe a couple weeks. Like the rest of the people have been waiting for a long time. So sorry to the rest of y'all. But with that being said, are we ready to get into this?
We are. Let's do it, bro.
Let's get it.
And while you've heard all roads lead to Rome,
Oh, wow. There's a lot of guests this episode.
How long is this episode? 20 minutes?
Wow.
It's a quick one. What could possibly happen in 20 minutes in this damn thing?
Oh, man. Now I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous.
now
I'm
I'm
so
anxious.
nervous now. I fell in love. This song is fire.
The artistic choices in this show are so good. Like the intros, the music they choose to go with, like so good. Ayo! Woo! Shout out Queen.
Showcasing the history, but also the working class of Chicago. All things
None of this will make it to YouTube.
will not.
Barack, Chicago native. Oh, his framing's so good, man.
and chronicling my find,
Oh, man. Jelly donut, like a cherry filled something.
Donuts are so good, man.
which is why we have chose to revisit the beef of Chicagoland, a River North staple.
Wow.
The word we would have used it to describe the beef before this review was reliable. The word I would choose now after my most recent meal is at the well-loved, if not shabby establishment, is elevated or elegant.
Chef, stop reading that shit. We got a lot to do today, okay? We open in 20, to goes live in 20. Let's go.
Laser focus.
Oh my gosh. When they go handheld, you just know, like, okay, this is gonna pick up.
But the standout dish that encapsulates all this
The
was
chicken.
the risotto with braided
no.
beef.
Oh.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, Kitty, remember?
Yep.
Brine running through this sauce.
She's like, shut it up.
Obviously knew what she was doing.
Ibra, enough. Please, back to work.
Oh, yeah.
she-
The cola.
And it was a reviewer.
So, you know, was an accident, and it's fine, right? Like, it's not weird or anything. Like,
Good for business.
right? Yes, exactly.
It's okay, Sid. It's not weird. It's good. Sandwiches are totally different, though. The guy's a fucking hack, anyway. What about Louis?
He needs to know, you need to teach him how to work in the kitchen.
Today? Sure, Tina. Today, the day we're running the new program. Chef Sidney, you got that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Damn.
Thank you, Chef.
But it was the coriander tinged
Okay,
theater.
Abram.
My man's doing the audio book, bro.
Oh, a review. 5 stars.
Bro, don't put Louis in the kitchen. Put him in the NBA G League. This man is literally too tall for the frame.
He is getting into trouble, doing dumb shit, is not interested in anything.
So you brought
and
him
he's
here.
Has he tried basketball?
You could teach him.
What exactly?
Your skills, man. You got skills.
Skills?
Yeah.
Tina only doing this because she needs someone to take care of the kid.
What's the pickup on risotto? Feel like that's kind of crazy, right? We're not gonna do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. 15 minutes to open, Chef! Thank you.
People are gonna show up for that dish now.
Everyone's gonna want
everyone's
risotto
gonna
and
want
they're
it,
gonna
yeah.
have it. Yeah.
They're gonna have to do it. Also, I love that this is one take right now.
I'm gonna turn on the to-goes in 10 minutes, so we're gonna count off, all right? Thank you. Ibra, beef all day?
100, Chef.
100. Thank you. Richie, go f yourself.
69 all day, Chef.
And Marcus.
Give me a set.
Nope, faster. How many?
Got a little behind. I'm gonna catch up.
Marcus, if you're still f***ing with those donuts right now, I'm gonna f your day up. You hear me?
Bravo. All right, boss lady, you did it. Get your little dish in the paper, to-go tablet. Everything's going according to plan, huh? What's your angle? Level with me.
My angle's that I was hired to work here, so now I'm working here.
Yeah, he thinks there's like some nefarious motivation she has or something.
So he doesn't want posh people coming in.
I guess, yeah. He doesn't want the yuppies, as we say here.
Well, if there's confusion, let me help clarify some things. We all work in a restaurant, right? We all try to do a good job. I don't know about you, but anyway, people come and they buy their food with money, and they spend their money, and then we take our earnings and just, live our lives.
Like metal in the background.
Disease
You
or
don't need to get
whatever
nasty,
onto.
young lady.
And you just don't need to speak to me at all, I guess.
This is a war on poor people.
No,
all
this
right,
is a
I
war on
see
you
you.
shutting the up,
see you.
Richie, and
It's
learning
elitist,
how
and
to
I see
use
it.
the tablet. The end,
What is the
dude.
end?
Yeah, but you agree with me about the other thing, right?
What
the other
other
thing?
thing?
That people are gonna come in here thinking they're gonna get her food. That's some fucking Scustamat millennial shit
We're not
out
even
there.
Italian.
I just turned on to-go tablet. Are we ready?
I think he's going to be right in this episode a little bit, though, because I think what you were saying, David, they were going to expect that dish.
Yeah.
Let's get through the day, please. What?
God, this is gonna be absolute hell.
What?
Oh, these are all the orders coming
Yep.
in for that thing.
I don't know.
You left the pre-order option open. That means we have 78 slices of chocolate cake, 99 French fries, 54 chickens, 38 salads,
Oh, man.
255.
8 minutes. So yeah, Sid, I f***ing told you.
Oh, my God.
Christ, I told you we weren't f***ing ready. I told you that dish wasn't f***ing ready.
What does this have to do with
Jeff,
this?
stop!
He's kind of right, because
Go to the walk and get all the cooked beef. Slice it. Put it in jus. Get it now. Get all 32 chickens. Get them searing, roasting, Tina, sausages, burgers, hot dogs, everything on the grill. Fire everything right f***ing now.
Chef.
Fact, contribute in any way humanly possible.
Marcus, where are we on cakes?
Get in there.
Getting there. What the f do you... Marcus, what the f are you doing still working on this shit?
Where's the chocolate cake?
There's 4 cakes and still
Yeah, I
left.
was going to cut them.
They're not even cut yet.
That's
Yo,
not
what
that
is
big
it?
of a
What
deal.
is it?
I'm doing them in 5. Basically, I'm gonna order them in
stop.
5.
Everything. Fire everything right
oh,
fucking
my
now.
God.
Okay.
Jesus.
Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Marcus.
Step,
I'll
get
order.
the f*** off my expo chef now. Get the f*** off. Thank you. We're firing. 76 beefs, 34 chickens, okay? 12 French fries, 12 mash. F***ing now.
Corner.
Oh shit.
You didn't say corner. You didn't say corner.
Oh my God, bro. It's the system. It's
You don't need to curse at me like a maniac.
You-
You didn't say corner.
F***ing maniac.
It's your bullshit that f***ed us today, not mine.
Chef, you okay?
Yeah, I'm f***ing okay, Tina. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know what you are going to learn or what Louis is supposed to learn in this shithole of a place. But please just make sure he keeps up on pace and that you finish your shit.
Okay, yes, Chef. I just wanted to check. And
It's
see.
fine. Please finish your prep.
The entire dynamic is ruined.
Bro, it went
Ruined.
from like good to bad in 5 minutes.
Somebody get me a fucking Sharpie that fucking works!
Literally everything that they worked on is in shambles.
Fire 2 more cakes.
No more.
Just
Are
fold
you
it in.
fucking dead? Sharpie!
Oh my God.
Army is very mad.
Bro, is this all one take?
Yeah, there's
Oh my
been no
God.
cuts yet. There's been literally maybe some natural cuts, but no, it's still one take.
Let go and go away.
No, there's something broken in you. All right, you're being mean, and it's ugly.
You want to talk about fucking ugly? Richie, you are a loser.
You're a loser.
No, Richie,
Yeah.
you're the fucking loser.
You're a
You
loser.
can't
You're
do shit.
conceited
You
and
can't
condescending,
peel
Brian.
vegetables. You can't fucking do shit. You waste space here. You are a fucking loser. And that is why you hate that I'm here, right? Because I see you for the loser that you fucking are. And everybody knows it. I know it. Harvey knows it. I mean, your daughter probably knows it.
Oh my God.
Thing you know
Why
how
are you
to
being
do.
such a fucking bitch
I
right
don't
now?
know, Richie. Why am I?
Oh, you're gonna stab
Maybe I
me?
fucking will.
Yeah.
Jardera! Shut the f up!
You know, I was trying to make a cake donut when it should have been yeast all along. And I see
Marcus, why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me? Huh? Get the f back to work!
Yo, cousin, just fucking
Shut the f up!
mother. I got stabbed. Not right now. I got stabbed. Ibra, I got stabbed.
Probably f***ing deserved it.
The only cuts that's happening is when it goes to commercial. That's it.
Yeah.
Keep going, thank you, Chef.
Brother.
Ibra, make that fucking fast!
Trying.
Oh my God.
The central government collapsed. Somalia became a failed state.
Oh my God. My guy's talking about the history of Somalia.
Battle of Mogadishu started when 2 helicopters came.
Wait, is this shit fucking Black Hawk Down?
Black Hawk down.
Where the f is Marcus? Yo, we good? Chef, we good?
We are not good.
What?
Is she gonna walk out? She's gonna walk out.
What's going on?
I quit is what's going on.
Quit?
Yeah, Chef. I
Right now?
f***ing quit.
You quit right now!
Dog.
You are an excellent chef.
What are you doing?
You are also a piece of shit.
What are you doing?
This isn't on me.
What are you doing?
Good luck.
It's on everyone. I think.
Yo, cousin, there's a fucking line. Are we open or not?
Bro, what the f?
You hear that? Yeah, the order's still coming in. Not the standing ovation at the end. Everyone clapping too.
Oh my God, bro. I can't. Oh my God. I need a minute. I need to let Ruby out, but I need a minute.
Yo, this episode wasn't funny. It's just
I don't know how to react. This is the
It's-
problem. I just don't know how to react. It's not even like
that was absolutely
I have
crazy.
a headache.
I'm overwhelmed. It's too much. I'm going back to sleep. I'm done.
It's like when you watch something tragic happen and you can't help but to laugh because you have no other reaction.
You don't.
You have zero reaction.
What
Holy
the-
shit, bro. Take a breath. Take a. I'm gonna need to do some like yoga or something after this.
God.
I can see why I'm sorry.
So yes.
We are sorry
Yeah. Very sorry.
for making you wait for us to watch that because that shit was crazy. That was the most chaotic 20 minutes of television I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, I've never seen anything like that.
In an-
In 20 minutes.
In the episode, and this is the oh my God, I don't even think this is gonna be a structured conversation because this is just gonna be
We're just gonna ramble.
Just gonna ramble.
Just keep going. Just go.
Bear with us. I have seen 20-minute segments of television that are very chaotic.
Yes.
We've seen it in Succession. For
Yeah, we
example.
have. You know, the episode 3 of last season.
Right.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
That entire episode was crazy.
Entire episode was crazy. But like to start to finish, 20 minutes in an episode to captivate people, and not even captivate people because 20 minutes is easy, right? Like it's quick.
Yes.
But to make 20 minutes of an episode as significant as this did, and so much to happen in the space of what was actually 20 minutes in like real time. Like, you know, sometimes you watch 20 minutes in a day will go by in a like this was actually 20 minutes in the life of the people who work at the Beef. Bro, what the I don't even know. I don't even know. So much anxiety, just like straight angst, and like you're like, you feel like you're crammed in the kitchen with them.
Yeah, no, because the camera kind of makes you be it's like you're there with them.
Yeah,
it's like you're
working, documenting it.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, anywhere that I step, I'm gonna step in shit.
Do I shut it off?
Yeah.
Do I turn it off? Like, do I keep going? Do I keep rolling?
You
like, what do
have
I
to.
do here?
Yeah, bro, you have to. It's like watching all of that. Oh my God.
And it's like those little angles, you know, the ones where it goes under the shelves.
Yes.
Under the shelves, it's like, okay, I'm safe here. But then you turn, someone's gonna bump me here.
Yeah. No matter where you turn, it's chaos. Like it's chaos everywhere. And the craziest thing about this episode is usually it's the people who have their heads are the most chaotic. Sydney and Carmi are the two with like absolutely losing their shit. They have turned everybody else around, but they can't keep their composure. Insane. Like absolutely insane. I know Richie had a little bit of part to play in like rallying them up, but like it's Richie. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is to be expected at this point. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
But holy shit. Holy shit. The fact that Tina was like calm.
Yeah,
and
Tina
like,
was I think Tina was the calmest out of all of them.
Yeah. Tina was the calmest out of everybody. Tina and Ibra.
Yeah.
They like Loki steadied the ship. Marcus is out here doing God knows what.
Oh my God.
And like I kind of get what he's doing because there were so many little storylines.
Yeah, I think it kind of showed Marcus's ADHD, I think, to an extent, because he just wanted to focus on the donuts and getting that perfected. So he shut everything out.
Yep.
The man like when you're so focused on one thing, that's all he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Is specifically that. And he didn't realize what the entire thing was, the entire dynamic that was going on.
Yeah. I think he had a hard time realizing the gravity of the situation, even though like Carmi doesn't really yell like that because, you know, the whole point of Carmi's character that we had seen is through his development, he has been treated the way that he was treating everybody in this episode. In like when he worked at the French Laundry and like coming up as a chef, all that. So he's been making it a point to not act that way to people. And Marcus has failed before, right? Like Marcus has forgot what the exact situation that's happened, but Marcus dropped the ball before. And he's had a straight up conversation with Marcus and like being like, yo, I 100% appreciate you like experimenting on stuff, but like we also have stuff that we need to get done. And like, you know, like I think they used the analogy at one point is like you see this place and like it's all on fire and you just like keep working or like whatever, you know what I mean? And it's I saw that happening and I was like, this is a train wreck because Marcus is not grasping the situation and Carmi is gonna blow up at him. And I like what we saw is exactly what happened. Yeah. And I think the ADHD is part of it. I also think part of it is like Carmi has created, and this is the hard balance of running a restaurant, right? Is created this love for some people now in what they're doing. But now when you create such demand for the quality of your food, you have to meet that. And balancing both is like super impossible with the resources they have.
Yeah. And they were doing a new system with the to-go orders.
The to-go orders and the tablet and
coming
the pre-orders.
off a review about a dish that they don't even have on the menu.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm. It was a perfect storm. And like, it was so in your face what was going to happen. Like, through the intro of it all, you could predict that everything was going to go to shit.
As soon as it went to handheld, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, you called that. but like, as soon as you start reading about the dish, it's like, oh, okay, that's good. You see Carmi's trying to pass by it. And then you see Richie talking about it and like, oh, dishes that we don't have. And you're like, bro, this is going to go to shit. Like, this is going to go to shit. You get your name in the paper. Like, that's what happens with all these like viral restaurants nowadays in the age of like TikTok and whatever. People go, this thing blows up, and then like the next few days, like they can't even fulfill all the orders because they don't have the right ingredients, they don't have the capacity, they don't have the manpower, all that stuff. And it's hard to deal with, but you know, it's a tough situation, but it was super interesting the way that Carmi just like absolutely snapped.
he completely changed
Yeah.
in like 5 seconds.
Yep.
It was just a switch was nuts. It was just like turning on and off.
Yeah.
It just whoop,
Yep.
out of nowhere, just boom.
I think he has a hard time telling people like straight, like don't mess this up. Like sometimes he can do that, but like I think like this situation with Sydney, with like the dish that she gave to the person, you know, he was pissed off about it for different reasons, whatever, and he just let it slide. And he was telling her it was all good and everything. Obviously, in his brain, I think he knows stuff can go wrong here because people come looking for this dish, we don't have it, all that stuff. You know, this can create a lot of demand, all that. And he was just trying to, it's fine, until shit starts to hit the fan, and then all of his emotions and everything that he's thinking blows up.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw in that episode, is just like it all came to a head. And the second that it like he realized they weren't going to be able to meet demand, he starts pointing the fingers at everybody.
And then everyone starts pointing fingers back at him, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, yo, you're shitty, you're this, and then it goes to crap.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and then what did you specifically think of Sydney in this situation? Because I think we saw her do things that have completely changed her character. And when we were first introduced to her,
Mm-hmm.
what she said to Richie. She obviously, we know Richie is, not perfect. No one is perfect in
No.
the show, but we know Richie is going through a very rough patch, and she just said some
ripped
things.
him.
She ripped him,
Yeah.
absolutely ripped him to pieces.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you should do at a work environment, but specifically since it's a family business.
And you know what else you shouldn't do at a work environment?
Mm.
Stab somebody. I think literally, bro, like you saw the two people who have handled this pressure the most crack, like
Mhm.
absolutely crack.
and then blame one another
And blame one
then
another.
leave.
Yeah. And I think with Sydney, from her perspective, right, she recognizes that some of the things, like what she did with the dish, maybe wasn't right, right? And I think she was trying to get Carmi's approval of it. And she's done this a couple times where she tries to get Carmi's approval. He's not 100% approval, but he's like, yeah, I get it. You're helpful. You're helping. It's fine, but we need to be on the same page. The thing is, she's in this situation. Here are the things that I see wrong with what Sydney did, right? She walks into the situation trying to amend all this with Carmi right before open. They're doing all the prep for the day. And she's like, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Yes, chef. Like, bro, you think we're going to hash this all out right now within 20 minutes to get everything ready? Like, there's clearly a lot of work that needs to be done before the pre-orders and all that shit starts happening, right? Before all that starts happening. And then, Richie comes in and he starts, poking at her and being like, oh, how did this accidentally happen? Like, what's your angle? Clearly you have other motives and all this stuff. And, I don't think that she was trying to do anything nefarious, meaning like, I don't think she was trying to harm the beef or Carmi or anybody like that. However, I do think that she does want some recognition. And I do think that she thinks her ideas are good and that they should be implemented. However, I don't think she's thought all of these things through. And if we go back to some of her past, right? Her story is that like she kind of started her own business, took out these loans, and then like the demand was too big, she wasn't able to maintain it.
Yeah, she doesn't trust the process.
She does that, and she also gets way in over her head. Like she skips steps. Exactly. Like she doesn't trust the process. Like there's things that you need to do to be able to get yourself stable and actually handle what's coming at you. And she jumps some of that. And, she said something to Carmi said something to hers, like, I told you that dish wasn't ready. And she was like, what does that have to do with anything of this? And I get what she's saying. She's like, why does that have to do with anything that's happening right now? But at the same time, it's like, bro, Carmi's telling you that dish is a banger, 100%. That dish is what gets people in the door. But what you didn't recognize is that dish was going to create so much demand that we were not ready for.
We're not prepared.
And that's the piece that like, you don't have time to talk about in all this chaos.
No.
You don't have any time to do it. And I think that like she now is starting to feel, because of the way that Carmi reacted, which I think very negatively. I think Carmi could have like taken a second and collected himself, because I think he should have.
Yes.
And she started to feel all of the same pressures and stuff that he felt, that they both felt when they were in the food industry, working for these fancy restaurants that have these abusive head chefs, that have unrealistic expectations, that treat it like, the military in terms of like how they do things. And I think she cracked. And I think they both cracked for similar reasons, but were not on the same page to help pick the pieces up.
they just couldn't think it through. They couldn't think it through. It was when they saw those orders come in, that's when the Carmi tried. He was like, okay, and then he was like 200 something beefs. All right, get this ready. Put everything we got and let's go.
Yep.
But then it was the yapping, the constant yapping of everyone, and no one was getting to their positions.
Yeah.
So he was like, and that's when he was like, guys, what the are you doing? Let's go. And then everyone just it was just a roller coaster.
But again, I think his success, right? Like the success that we've seen in this show, where Sydney and him have been able to change the attitudes of people, is one-on-one, is being able to be like, yo, like. And not yelling at them, but being like, hey, listen, I get what you're trying to do right now, but this is what needs to happen. And this episode, that did not happen. Like, she has been kind of the Richie whisperer in a sense where I think she's been able to level with him on some degree. There's been a little bit of animosity, but they've been able to keep it cordial. This came out of nowhere, and she snapped because of all the pressure and everything that was happening around her. And I think that she was tired of being made out to be the bad guy or the enemy, right? From Richie, from Carmi. I think she's feeling that from Carmi. Bro, and the way that, like, oh my God, there's a couple of shots and scenes that I think, it was one fucking scene, that really stood out to me that I think were like kind of defining is like when she's sitting there by the locker and she's the look on her face.
It was what we were feeling at the end.
Straight up.
You're just smiling and laughing because you're like,
shit is ridiculous.
You don't know anymore.
Yeah.
You're just, you don't have any answers. You're just you're
like
defeated. You're done.
Yeah, you have no. It's that like it's like laughing is like this this reflex of like you just feel this emotion or like stuff is happening and you have no idea how to react. It's like that was a natural reflex. She's just like smirking to herself and being like, I'm done. Like I can't do this. And she called Carmi a piece of shit. I think rightfully so. I think that's when he recognized too that he was being an asshole. And I think the next shot that I think that stood out to me was right after that, when he takes the donut off the floor
and
he eats it.
And he's like, damn, that was good.
And I think like, again, like these are the moments that he recognizes when he's being an asshole.
Yeah.
And oh man, so good. Yeah. So good. There's so many, I feel like I could watch this episode like 13 different times and pick out different things. But like, honestly, my brain is like chaos because it's just so much to happen that was hard to pick up.
Oh my God.
We saw Marcus with his donuts and throwing the tray on the table, kind of undoing his apron.
He gave up too.
Yeah.
It was the same thing that went with Sydney. He just gave up.
Yep.
He was done. And obviously no one was thinking in that moment, right? Kind of looking at it from our lens and our perspective while watching this. I think Carmi, obviously they were talking about the chocolate cake. Maybe Carmi could have been like, yo, screw the chocolate cake. You're working on the donuts. We're going to give him donuts. This is what we have. Let's just do that. But I don't know. You just can't because it's the menu, right?
You can't.
It's the menu.
It's the menu. And also like you just got this massive publicity. You have to make good on it. Like this is your shot basically to like make good on it and continue your business. But if you fail, like that's going to reflect poorly on you too. You know what I mean? I think that's the pressure that he's cracking under. But it's crazy that like I think the three most talented cooks and people who are in the kitchen like cracked. And I mean, it was Carmi, it was Sydney, and it was Marcus. I think Marcus was the one that, you know, Carmi's been mentoring and whatever. And I think he's a little bit, you know, he's got some focus issues. He's got his head in the clouds a little bit. But like what Carmi said to him really, I think he took to heart. And I think he feels defeated. And I'm just so curious.
I just want to know what the aftermath of
that's
that
what I'm
situation
saying.
is going to turn out.
Like
it just
like, are we going to get into this episode and it's going to be like that day or like the next, like I just need to know.
Or the next week, or are we going to take a time jump?
Bro, I have no idea.
It is the last episode of the season.
Yeah, I have no idea. I honestly, I love you all. I want to finish this discussion so we can watch the next episode because I can't sit here anymore with the anxiety of what I just witnessed and keep talking about it because I just need to see the resolution. I'm sorry, but this is chaotic. This is chaos.
This is oh my gosh,
crazy. So crazy. I can't believe Richie got stabbed. That's crazy. I can't believe Sydney stabbed him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But look at that though. Like
that's the pressure.
The pressure, yeah, and them not liking each other. Look at the dynamic in that. And Richie telling her, "Oh, you're moving He's like, you're moving ahead. You know, you're trying to take us out of the business.
Yeah.
And then physically, she does stab him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is there a connection there? Is that something that Richie will actually take up and be like,
I think there is a point on that I'll say that is a symbolism thing, is the conversation with Richie and Sydney, where he's talking about like you're trying to get rid of the poor man. I think is a almost like a reflection symbolism for himself, because everybody else has kind of gotten with the program and has changed things up and all that. Richie's kind of been the one that's left behind and really catered to the way that things were before. So in the way where he's telling her like, oh, you're just, you know, shitting on poor people and you don't care about them, is almost him saying like, you don't care about me, and you guys are moving fast and like moving beyond me and you know, not you know, including me as part of this in a way. I think he does that to himself, but I think that's kind of the message that he was conveying, is like, you know, you are all taking something that I loved and ruining it in a way, and it's like reflecting on me, which I thought was pretty powerful. I don't think Sydney recognized that in the moment, because I think she was just taking all of it as shade. But oh my God, bro,
yeah, everyone was a mess.
They need group therapy.
Yeah, no, everyone does.
Everyone needs group therapy. 1,000%. Y'all need a team building. Go to like a ropes course or something. Like, I don't know, something.
And what I love about the show so much is that it just shows the imperfections of humans and just how we are as one another. Like, there is no, we're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna say like messed up things to one another. But what really counts is the aftermath of this situation. How do we come back to? How do we recollect and come back and work together?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, this is the people you work with. What do you do after? Because at the end of the day, we gotta better one another. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
oh my God,
absolutely crazy.
Craziness.
But with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode.
Thanks for bullying us into reacting to this again.
Hope you guys liked our reaction, and we'll be back. Trust us, we'll be back for episode 8. We're literally about to react to it right now. See you guys soon. Stay beautiful, y'all.
Peace.